All right, it is the start of the new year, guys, and
Yay!
we've got quite a lot for this year apparently. So it's just the first day. I like to call it day one. Since my persona, he actually wears a jacket where it says "Down since day one," and then we're back to day one. We're back to a new beginning. And last night was pretty fun. I actually posted a video of all the fireworks that everyone did around Hawaii actually last night, and it was pretty cool. So you could actually check that out if you want to. Um, but I mean, there's been a lot of news already since yesterday. So, anyways, hey, so we finally got a first timer back on here. So, Xavier, it's finally good to see you on the show.
Yep. Good to see some new faces here.
Yeah, we met on a certain game, didn't we?
Indeed, we did.
Which reminds me, I am going to be going for more of the Among Us Fit and Seek. Going to be continuing that, of course. That's gonna be a non-stop thing now.
Good. I love it.
How about you, Boombox? How was your final day of last year?
It was going all right. I just, got surprised, and I know how we want it. We probably all wanted to have, the countdown and everything last night and all that, but
Oh yeah, I know how that can be, and I know a lot of people usually like to get drunk, or they usually have hangovers over New Year's.
mhm.
I mean, I did do a little bit myself. So let's see. So now that we've got a new year, Boombox. I know usually people like to throw this out the door, but what are you excited about for this new year?
um, basically just, you know, just trying to get through all this stuff, that's pulling in from last year to this year,
Mm-hmm.
just getting through it one day at a time, and seeing how this year, hopefully, maybe it might clear up, with the coof and all this other stuff that's going on.
And then how about you, Xavier? Did you
Oh,
actually
there is
or
another thing I am also looking
oh,
forward to this year too. I'm also
what
Well,
else?
I'm looking forward to the new Evil Dead game.
Ooh, all right. What about you, Xavier? How was your final day of last year? Because last year was complete crap.
yep. Well, in terms of family, it was a headache last night with one of my.
I think you need to mute it on your end real quick.
Either that or he's got a YouTube playing as well on here.
Yeah.
So we're getting the 10-second audio feedback loop off that.
Yeah. Xavier, can you fix that real quick?
What's up? What's going on?
We can hear the feedback on your end.
Oh, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, just mute the regular video itself. That's all you gotta do.
My volume's not working as well as I was hoping it would be. Okay.
Let's see. Uh, I guess he has to fix it for now. But anyways, Boombox, did you hear the news about what happened yesterday? What happened?
About Betty White, yeah, I've heard about that. That was sad, right before 100 years old.
Yep, she finally passed away at 99. Then it was like what a couple days. What was it? 2 weeks before she turned 100.
Yeah, and then Madden passed. What was that? 2 or 3 days before she did.
Yeah, I heard about that too. What was it? John Madden, right? That was his name.
Yeah, John Madden, the
Yeah. When Madden
announcer.
died, that devastated me.
I know because you realize that NFL Madden, the video game, was basically based off of him. That's how they got the name.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Oh,
people don't
that
realize
problem.
that.
I don't mean to interrupt or nothing, but is that problem you talked about is is it better or
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's cleared
okay?
up.
We're good.
Well, yeah, we were just talking about the two deaths that just recently happened right before. Like, that's the weird thing is sometimes good people actually pass right before the end of the year for some reason.
And that
And both,
sucks.
and the thing is, at least at least the good news is they weren't killed. They passed. They died naturally because of their age. I can see that. But I think you gotta admit though, it seemed like Betty White though. I mean, even in her 90s, it didn't seem like she was that old the way how she was.
Yeah.
She kept going and going and going.
I'll tell you one thing: that woman was young at heart. I'll tell you that because that's the reason why people like that keep going. Either that, or like in my family's case, my grandfather died at the age of 98, and everybody's like, "How's your grandfather live so long when he doesn't even live healthy?" I was like, "Because he's too damn ornery to make it up there in heaven."
Well, what the other thing that reminds me too, like some of the career stuff that Betty White did, like all the game shows that she was on. Think about that. I mean, think about all the stuff that she did.
She was
Oh
on
yeah,
$25,000 pyramid, right?
Oh, she was even on Match Game 76, and I was like, holy
Ooh.
shit. I mean, there was a lot of game shows she did, and at one point, I think she was also on like there was Super Password, Password Plus with her husband Alan Ludden. I don't know if you remember that.
yeah. She is also in the movie. Was it Alligator or Crocodile? One of the, I can't.
Crocodile Dundee,
Not Crocodile Dundee. She
I
it was
think. Yeah,
one
I
where
think that was
not
the name of it.
no, it was one where there's a giant alligator that's tearing up people and all this other stuff, and she's the one that ends up feeding the alligator with throughout the years. So that's why it got so big. And she says something like, I hope that alligator eats your fucking friends." I'm like, it's one of
Like
the
I know it's like what it doesn't seem like her though, but it was pretty funny as hell though. You
Oh,
gotta admit
hell
though.
yeah, it's funny. I mean, that's what I like about older movies. All these other ones, you know, I like ones that push the edge, but the other ones that it seems like comes out to movies or TV, it just goes so damn soft.
Yeah, but yeah, at least the well. Anyways, I'm gonna put this on the screen actually. Let me see. I just had it. Come on. There we go. But yeah, everyone was shocked about this happening. But
Me too.
and this was just this. The story was actually released just about 3 hours ago. So at least the good thing is it was natural causes. And you know what? I mean, she was 99, but I think she lived a hell of a life.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, she actually died of natural causes. So, but yeah, it says right here that But see, it says right here, the appears to be a natural cause of death with no evidence of foul play. So basically, that's the good thing is.
Yep.
So she definitely lived a good life, but it was just kind of a shame though how that happened. And it's like
Before
yeah,
your 100th birthday, that's the worst thing ever.
and everyone was getting ready to celebrate it too.
Me too.
yeah. And the other thing is also, that I really like for one of her accomplishments is that she got do within the last few years.
Hmm?
She got to be the host of Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah, that too. I mean, she's done it all because at one point she even a couple of I think she did just about every single game show that was out there, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I think even shoot, I'm going to jump on a chance here, and I'm not for sure, but I would even say Hollywood Squares. If you
Yep.
ever,
I'm
yeah,
And
actually
she
looking
was
at the Wikipedia biography, and she was part of a heck of a lot of shows.
you can imagine how long that is though.
Oh yeah, 60 plus years.
yep,
Yeah, and then at one point I think she was also a news anchor at one point too.
I bet.
I can't remember. I don't remember that. That was like way in the early time before her career really got started.
Oh yeah, it's just like, there's a lot of people that had different careers and other things. Just like Pat Sajak actually used to have his own late night show at one point in the early to mid '80s before Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, I mean and that's the thing is like that's the thing is even though he's getting older and older, he's still going.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
And that's the thing about it. Certain game show hosts, they're never gonna stop until they die.
like Alex Trebek, legend.
He is a legend. He hosted Jeopardy ever since it started.
yeah. You know who I'm surprised never went from the kids
I
scene
heard
to
rumor about the next host. Actually, it could be Aaron Rodgers.
mm,
Yeah,
Crazy,
but
I know.
I
I know,
don't know
but
who that is.
I know, but you know who a lot of people said would have been the better host?
Who?
Jen Kennings.
I could see that.
Yeah. I mean, he is the goat of Jeopardy.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was this one guy that was like winning every question. Like his name was like James Holzar or something.
Yeah, he was one of the other goats.
Hmm.
He likes to gamble too.
How does he do it?
I know, he always gambles on the daily double. But it pays off. That's the
Hey,
thing about it. It's like some of these game shows from back then were definitely pretty better than the ones that they have today, right?
Basically,
oh, yeah. There's are some good game shows that are out now. Some of the older ones, I'll just tell you, like Hollywood Squares, may have been not as good as what's out now, but I'll tell you, there was definitely a lot more humor and stuff like that.
And here's the funny thing too, is you notice how even back then they got away with smoking and drinking
yep.
while doing it live.
Yeah, that's
Now
before
you can
they
get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
in this country you can. Over in England you can still drink on TV.
Yeah, but I meant a good example is Match Game. That's why it was always funny as hell because all of them were drunk. When they say it was water in their cups, it really wasn't water.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, shoot. I know it's just a skip, but my the one that I always wanted to see for Jeopardy would be Sean Connery being on it, just for the fact they could put that away on there. Because I tell you, I love those SNL skits with Sean Connery. It was always funny how he'd answer the questions wrong to right, but he had mashed the words together on the board.
I know. What other game shows was there back then that was also funny? How many screw ups happened on Super Password? Remember that with Bert Convoy, I think.
Super password.
That also had Betty White, and the funny thing is Betty White hated this one part. Every time that she got the password, she hated it.
Oh, one of my favorites was
I believe that.
one of my favorites was back in the day, and they don't do the same more. It's a shame Vince doesn't do the same more. Is they would once in a while would get the guys from WWE on Family Feud.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! Well, don't forget they also did this other game show that made a comeback. Remember the one called The Weakest Link? Remember that
Oh
one?
yeah, I've heard of that one.
Weakest Link wasn't bad. I just wasn't a big fan of it.
I thought it was funny as hell. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, there was, like I said, there's some funny parts to it, especially when you watch the European version or the English version of that show, and like they
Yeah,
had all the cast members from like Doctor Who or something like that with David Tennant or
yeah, that was also funny too. That was just like it was cool how they did that for charities. Also, like they don't really do that much anymore. Well, except for the Celebrity Family Feud that they have today with Steve Harvey. But I still think that's kind of funny because it's got its moments.
oh yeah, it has always had its moments.
Oh, I love it when Steve Harvey always says there's something that's not going to be on the board, and it's actually on the board. He's like, "What?"
So he's like, he pretends to be shocked about it.
Well, no, he actually is legit shocked about it because he always doubts that it's going to be on the board.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
But anyways, so going off of that though, but let me see what do we got here. So, anyways, oh Xavier. So, what do you think about what's going on now on Vent and Seek? Because
I
it's
think
still
it's pretty
going.
cool, actually.
So, I think it's crazy how a lot more people have now really noticed this mode, and now they're looking for it on purpose. They don't want hide and seek anymore. They want Vent and Seek now.
Ever since I saw you in that one server, I can't get my eyes off of it. I've really enjoyed playing it more and more.
Yeah, let's see. How many times have we killed each other on it now?
I think you probably killed me more than I have you at this point.
Too bad. But it is fun though.
Oh, it definitely is.
Oh yeah. But anyways, the other last thing is because, like I said, this was just going to be a short show for today, and because it is New Year's, I do have to recover from this stupid headache and stuff. So Boombox, have you what really what's the main thing you're actually looking to get out of for 2022?
Like I said in the last show, I'm probably going to get myself another job. Try to build up some money for a house and whatnot. Besides that, just looking forward to some video games coming out, maybe some movies coming out this year. You know, um, just and also, going to also a few furry parties and fur meets, stuff like that.
I mean, that's definitely something cool. Now, the other thing is this. Have you decided to actually look into going to free for all since it's not that far?
Yeah, actually, I'm thinking about it, and that's in July. I might be able to pull that off. I mean, shoot, if for like a room or anything, I don't mind putting into that and whatnot. It's about what five? I think 5 hours and 30 minutes from here down to Tulsa. It's actually Tulsa's actually closer than
Yeah.
than another spot I got family living in that which is down Oklahoma City. So yeah, that's not too bad of a drive. I mean, that's just like we used to always go to Branson every year for vacation, and that was like 3 hours. I was like, yeah, just 2 extra hours.
I mean, that's gonna be fun, and I'm gonna be looking forward into it also. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff that's gonna be hopefully coming out of the furry fandom. No more of this other crap that's been happening these past couple of years. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, just it does get ridiculous. The furry
Maybe
drama
we'll have
in
good luck this year for them.
mhm. Yeah, the furry drama just gets, so overhyped and everything else. And, you get tired, it just gets tiring after somebody, it's like, how many reviews like, if you type in about one thing and then how many people go and review it and there's like 18 people talking about the same stupid damn thing, you know?
I mean, yeah, these times have gotten ridiculous, and I mean, it's just let's just hope that nothing happens at free for all because we just want it all to go good. We just want a good con for once where nobody actually gets canceled.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that really is the definite thing right there. And, getting back to the whole, thing that happened with two ranting Griffin, at AC, I still hear nothing about the reason he got canceled out of that show. You know,
Well, of
he,
course, they never give a legitimate reason. They always give you lies.
oh yeah, it's like YouTube. It's like, if the put out a video or whatnot, and then somebody says, "Oh, well, we had to demonetize this video," and it's like you look at the thing, it's like, okay, but nobody gives you a definite answer on what your misstep was or anything. And I'll tell you, that's one thing that's pissing a lot of creators off.
It is. I mean, that's why YouTube has, I hate to say this, but it's gone down the drain. Just like Facebook's gone down the drain,
Yeah,
Twitter's gone down the drain.
everything
Yeah.
has.
Yeah, I mean that's why a lot of people are switching to alternatives. It's they're getting tired of the crap. It's even I gotta say is just like um on some of our furry stuff. It's like somebody's like, oh, well, it was fine before, but now we got to act like an overbearing parent and decide to throw more rules into it. And it's like, really?
Why do you need to fix something if it's not broken? I mean,
Exactly.
how come all these years nobody bitched about it until this time
Hmm.
with all these damn snowflakes?
Yeah, and when you have the amount of people that bitch about it, okay, you can have 7, 14. That's not bad. Okay, that's such a small, insignificant number. But then the people on the other side are like, "Oh man, we got to change the rules just because all of a sudden, these people are pissed off, even though there's all this other stuff we got on here. We got a sign up thing, we got a deal here, we got
Yeah,
recommendation.
I mean, they're pissants. They're just pandering to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it the only thing I can say is that either one, bad management, or two, you got one of those people that you will work for you, and it's like, oh, well, we got it. The thing is, everybody tries to slap a band-aid on everything and say, well, we're going to eventually just be able to correct this where it's faulty. And the thing is, you can't do that. You can't
No, I
please
mean,
every single little person in the entire world over something that's you either somebody doesn't agree with or somebody said, you know.
yeah, it's kind of like what we talked about one time in private messages.
Mhm.
It's kind of like a certain group where either you run it or they run you.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
basically how it is nowadays.
Yeah, and well, unfortunately, the group that we were both formerly a part of, the
Well,
group
you were
runs the
part of, yeah.
owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the
You
group runs the owner. It's kind of a shame.
well,
Well,
like I
I
said,
won't do that to y'all. I'm not like that.
mm-mm.
But anyways, I just hope that this year actually goes good for once. No more of this other crap. It's bad enough that they already released COVID-22 before the end of the year, which is that like that Omni variant or whatever it's called.
Omicron.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Omnicron, Unicron,
Omnicron. Yeah, that the other name that people don't
Megatron.
use. So yeah, but the other thing is people don't use the other true name, which is COVID-22, because as the years go, you notice they're developing more and more.
Yeah, it's kind of like a political propaganda type thing.
Yeah, and it's actually Dr. Anthony Fauci's fault, kind of. He's the one because why would he all of a sudden have the cure at the same time the first virus came out? See, doesn't that make you think?
Yeah, we should have had this whole time.
Well, all I gotta say is my grandfather back in his day, went through was that the Spanish fever or that during the teens and whatnot, and I'll tell you that I don't know if that was as bad as this. I wish he was still around it to discuss that, but
Yeah.
that was pretty bad when you got quarantine stickers on people's front door and stuff like that.
Yeah, and now these days with this modern technology, you notice now they track you.
That's scary to know. In fact, I'm being watched.
In
Yeah,
fact, it's actually been proven, and there's even videos on this that one of the companies called Pfizer, they did put the microchip in the vaccine to track people. It's been proven.
I
I
don't
don't
know
like
about
the
that.
sound of that.
No, that's why people were getting blood clots from it. Was because of the chip.
And now you kind of understand why I'm not getting
S-
mine.
See, that absolutely makes no damn sense to me. It's like, all right, you're going to put out a vaccine that contains a chip, and if there's people passing away and dying, and what the hell did you just spend money on for that? I mean, if you know, I'm not trying to sound like to be too dark here, but
No, I
it's
mean,
like, if somebody's going to be passing away or if they're at an old age, why do something like that?
there's a reason why all of our bodies, our human bodies, have white blood cells. I mean, there you go. They purposely develop for all these stronger flus and all this other crap to where they actually they naturally fight off the flu. That's why I've never gotten sick.
Yeah,
S-
I can't say
So
anything.
basically, if you go to the doctor, they won't even tell you you've got the flu anymore. They'll just say you've got the virus and count you as a number of patients who have it.
Yeah, even if it's a false, because the other thing that also people have noticed is you could actually test positive even with this so-called vaccine.
Yeah, but why
See,
is
I thought the vaccine was supposed to help fight it. Why
right?
is it actually? Why is it actually help? What it's actually helping spread it. That's the thing. See, so all this vaccine is just a bunch of shit. I hate to say that, but
It's
it
for real.
is. You could do your research. You can look this up. Find the right evidence. I mean, it's all out there.
Oh no, I believe you. Me and my whole family believe it.
That's why I'm glad that we're some of the smart ones out there right now. I mean, yes, we don't. I mean, yeah, I know everyone's saying go get the vaccine, or you can't do this if you don't have the vaccine. But it's like, okay, I got the vaccine and I still got sick. Now what,
Didn't
motherfuckers?
your friend from Facebook, Nihas, get his vaccine?
I think so, but you get the point there with this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even before this, they were talking about the super flu, and then before that, they're talking about the deadly Ebola virus. How that's
I remember that one too because luckily, like I said, like the crazy thing is, no one in my family has ever tested positive for the flu.
yeah. I mean, it just has gotten to the point where oh yeah, what was that? Oh yeah, when I used to work in the medical field, one they said when this one company took over the hospital that joined in, and
Hmm.
was it they said that they were going to adapt in the rules that were already in place. One of those rules was being exempt over religious reasons, and one woman didn't get the shot, and I heard supposedly she got fired. And this is all before this stuff even started. And
Wow.
last time I checked, she was suing.
Yeah, because that's the thing about this now. Now that they have this because it was, they warned us about this years ago that they're going to be making a biological weapon.
And you made that clear. It's obviously coming true at this very moment.
Yeah, and
COVID is the biological weapon, and now they're using it to control everything. The economy, society, everything. And now they're using it to threatening us.
Now,
well,
Think about it.
this kind of reminds me of some things I've read. I'm a kind of a person who likes to follow religion and all that. Kind of makes me think of that.
well, the other thing is also BOWs haven't been something that's been new. That's been around since you had that crazy Yahoo over in Iraq that was shooting missiles over Jordan and into Kuwait. You know, I
Yeah,
mean, that was, I mean, for the world at that point, that was a scare, for those people, that was a scary time.
that was scary too. But well, anyways, I think that's probably a lot about that. Because people. Let's just hope that this year people actually get smarter, right?
Yeah. If we
Mhm.
keep going this way, humanity won't be around in 100 years at this pace.
Hell,
Oh, man.
how do you think? Hey, what do you think is gonna happen in 2023?
Well, all I can say is let's take it 1 year at a time and see what happens.
The only thing I could
Let's.
say is if, is that, people are still going to be making money off the mask and all this other stuff, that's out there. I mean, shoot. You know what really irks me though?
What really irks you?
You know, you heard about these guys that that bought out like a bunch of sanitizer right before all the COVID hit and everything, and
Oh,
eBay blacklisted them from selling it.
oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but they won't blacklist anybody that's selling, a PlayStation or an Xbox for 2 or 3 thousand bucks.
I know because, well, like I said, now they control all of the us. Basically, that's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to shove this vaccine down our throats because it was supposed to be just the 2 shots. Now there's a third booster shot and a fourth booster shot. Now all of a
They're
sudden,
going to keep
there's going to be number
growing.
5, 6, 7, 8. It's just going to be endless. They're going to be shoving this down our fucking throats. We
Oh, I
need
And
to
know.
do
look,
something.
you want to
Yeah.
blame someone? Blame the folks who run this world, this nation.
Well, one of them is Dr. Anthony Fauci. That's one of them.
Exactly.
Well, you
One of the
go.
other few actually is actually Bill Gates.
Yes.
And the third one is actually Nancy Pelosi. She's the other one that's been
Oh,
running this shit
definitely.
show.
Among one of the most crooked ones out there.
Yeah,
Here, that
in fact, it's been proven that she's actually the one that actually saved her nephew, Galvin Newsom, by the way, from being fired from California because California's been going down the drain after all this entire time. Oh, and
And
also
the
according to Avera, by the way, he says blame China. I
hey,
mean, yeah, that's another good reason because they're trying
that
to
is
turn us into
true.
communists.
China was the one that created this crap, and we've been dealing with it for almost 2 years now.
Yeah, in fact,
hmm,
it was actually in one of their labs where COVID-19 was actually created.
So yeah,
And I actually have proof of that because my cousin was actually there. He actually saw the lab himself.
I believe that.
yeah. The other thing also that it gets me now is also what was supposed to happen with China,
What
that
was it?
how we had that debt ceiling that went back, what was that, into the early mid during the recession where we had to borrow money off China and everything.
Oh,
Every-
yeah.
yeah, everybody was saying, "Hey, you're responsible for this. Wipe our debt," because of all that. But now I heard that's all been written off now.
This
It
It's
just,
not.
has
Oh,
got
I
to
mean,
stop.
not the debt, but I mean, It was going to be held against them, but a lot of countries have just pushed out on it.
Look at
I
all the
just don't,
people we've
I,
lost.
I just
Yeah.
don't think everything's gonna be the same, especially since I mean, like I said, going back to a couple, during the beginning of our show, it's like losing Joe Madden, losing Betty White just before the end of the year. That was just such a shame. Why is it always the good people that end up dying first?
Or last for that matter. Look,
Yeah, I mean, look at how long she was almost 100. I mean, she was just
exactly.
2 weeks away. Everyone was getting ready to celebrate
I
this, and
was
then all of
actually
a
looking
sudden,
forward to seeing her
boom.
turn 100.
But at least she died of natural causes, so
Yes.
nobody killed her. Not
Right.
like all
Oh,
these other people that have actually been killed, back in 2020 or 2021. There was a lot of people that got killed.
A lot of people that get shot and killed by gunfire are usually people that are pretty young, honestly.
It's
mhm.
kind of like that one rapper, Pop Smoke. That's a good example.
And XXX Temptation.
Yep. I mean, the list could go on.
It's
Yeah.
kind of
And
sad, honestly, to see all these good people go so soon.
yeah, and it's usually the people that usually are like, they know what's going on. So they're
Right.
trying to silence them.
Maybe there's some sort of reason behind this. Maybe like some sort of above reason that we may not be aware of.
There's always been a conspiracy, always, and it's never going to end.
Yeah, and see, that's one thing. Talking about conspiracies, I miss the old days when we used to have not all this crap on conspiracies nowadays. I miss the old stuff. I mean, shoot, it's just changed so much. Like, you guys ever seen Men in Black?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Remember where they went to get in the first one where they got their leads from?
I think so.
National Enquirer.
Yeah.
And look at that. That has just jumped into like the celebrity and everything else game. And I'm just like, man, I used to actually get some laughs out of that. And now it's just like everybody just shoves it down into your face nowadays. I mean, somebody asked me why I don't watch a lot of modern TV anymore. I was like, yeah, TV's gone to shit ever since they took away afternoon cartoons off the air.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I remember some of the old cartoons, even back in the '90s, were still good.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
a lot of those shows were definitely childhood favorites.
yeah.
And now here they are ruining them all because we've talked
Yeah,
about that on like past shows that I've been on, and I just hate how they've ruined this.
Yeah,
yeah.
on DuckTales,
Oh,
they couldn't even get the voice actor to do the original Don Carnage
It's
from
ridiculous.
Tailspin, and I'm just like, what is Disney doing? And you know,
Well, Disney's woke. They've gone to shit. Don't even
yeah,
watch their shit
I
anymore.
even told a
they
buddy of mine,
basically own everything at this point.
yeah,
Fox Network, Fox Studios. Like I don't know. I might have said that wrong. Like 20th Century, I meant not Fox News.
yeah, 20th
Yeah,
century.
well,
Fox.
just
Yeah.
yeah, well, it is. I think it is owned by Fox. Actually, I don't remember though.
You know, The Simpsons
Um,
actually did predict that would happen.
Yeah,
You
that's the thing. That's the other thing. Matt Groening. That's a good example, actually. How has he predicted all of this shit that's happened?
It's
He even predicted the.
unbelievable.
He even predicted the pandemic.
Yep, and he predicted that Trump would become president one day.
And
Which
he even and remember, there was even that one photo that was in that episode from the '90s that even came true.
that is unbelievable. If you can predict the future just by making a cartoon, you are an absolute legend.
And
well,
a lot of this shit has come true, and this is stuff back in the '90s that nobody would believe. I mean, this is nuts. But well, I think that's gonna be probably it for this show, Bo. But so I can't wait to see what 2022 brings us because,
Me
like I
too.
said, this is day one. This is just the start. Nothing's happened yet. Hopefully, I mean, well, except around here, there's been all this shit ass weather actually, but luckily it didn't cancel the fireworks. I
What
still
about
managed to get that video. But
oh
yeah,
shoot, we're supposed to get snow.
hopefully all that snow will actually go away because it's been this weather everywhere has been completely weird.
Oh, before we do go, I know I was asking Boombox about Discord and all that.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
could get that to you after the show. But speaking of that, Xavier, I did want to bring up something with you though.
Yeah.
So apparently you've got your own cartoon series that you're gonna, well, not cartoon. Is it gonna be like a cartoon series that you're gonna be working on?
Well, about 8 years ago, I proposed that my series would be released in 2032. That was an old claim I had back in the day. As you can see, this is one of my paint picks.
I mean, yeah, you made it yourself, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a little inspiration behind it. It was from it's me in the style of the Dust Murder Time trio, which is from another YouTube channel. But anyway, yeah, so yeah.
Oh, okay. I used to draw, but nowadays I got what's called tri-tunnel in the wrist, and it's like stuff starts to hurt after a while and whatnot. It's just like yeah, I got that after when I really got into playing video games.
Yeah, so hopefully, so you've got your own YouTube channel that's gonna be up and going. Probably by the next week on next week's show, we'll probably get more details on that. Like you're gonna be uploading more videos to your channel.
Um, if I can, I'll probably just me doing showcasing some of my drawing binders.
Oh, it's gonna be wonderful to actually hear that though, because it's wonderful to help all these artists out there that they work their asses off, but they never get appreciated.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's just
So
like
that's why I thought this year for 2022, I would get involved with the furry fandom and maybe expand my horizons.
That's actually a good idea. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that, is in the fandom, but I'll tell you one thing. Well, here's the thing I was going to say earlier about art, about animators and artists. The ones that really work their asses off are the ones that do Japanese anime. Those guys really bust their ass to put stuff out, and a lot of times they just don't get the credit for it.
I mean, that's why for me, I'm willing to help some of these people, with some of their creations or some of their ideas, and try to get them out there because you never know. Someone might actually like it enough, and it could be the world's next biggest thing. Who knows?
Right.
Oh yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, it's kind of like with me. Like I thought Vent and Seek for the Among Us mode was going to be an epic fail, but now everyone wants to play it.
yeah, one of the things I got, which it's really tough to get a hold of, is Fred Perry's Gold Digger DVDs. If you've
Oh,
ever uh, read the Gold Digger comics or seen some of his art, or maybe on Twitter, FA, once in a while. But yeah, I got the Time Raft with with his with oh shoot, what was her name? I want to say Brittany and something else, and you know that was done with the limited budget. Nowadays, I mean, if you could do a GoFundMe and everything. The only thing is, I gotta say, it's hard to get animation out there to where doing it independently is just really, really tough.
it is. That's why it's just like I just saw this perfect opportunity. It's like, I found someone that needs help with their art. I happen to like it. So
Mhm.
for next week, I'm thinking about doing like a huge showcase of it. I mean, if that's like a good idea.
Mhm.
Well, I had an idea of today I was going to probably upload a video of me showcasing one of my new drawing binders from the recent months.
Oh, that's gonna be perfect then, because we could actually bring that up. Because I've actually found a way to bring up live videos on my show before, and we could actually show all the screenshots of that, even like play the video live. I mean, what do you think?
That's
I
fine
th-
by me.
yeah, that's cool. But the only thing is, just make sure it doesn't have copyrighted music into it, or they're just going to strike down the entire video on that.
I know, like they're so picky about everything these days.
Oh yeah, they are. They are. It's I'm surprised some channels even survived with how much they can get away with. But thing is, YouTube plays favorites like with Channel Awesome and some other guys.
What do you expect? But anyways, I think that's gonna be the end of this video. I mean, I'm glad we got the first show of the year over with. This is
Hmm.
just day one, and we're gonna see how the rest of the day goes, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, Boombox, any final thoughts about what's gonna be happening for this year?
Besides that, I'm predicting they're going to be coming out with 2022 sucks mask.
Yep.
I agree.
I
It's
mean,
it's not gonna be long till that comes out.
yeah, it's not. I just, mm, I don't know, just more of I just think it's going to possibly be more of the same stuff. Hopefully, a lot more people are going to be wising up to a lot of different things. Be it, one that, like I've seen in the past, well, since 2013, in my opinion, but a lot of people figuring that they're getting played out. That some people are using other people as a crutch, and when they actually say, "Oh, we're going to support this and everything else," then they just, but all of a sudden, later on, nothing.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh, well, Xavier, any fun thoughts about what's gonna be going on for this year, or anything that you're hoping for?
Well, in
Ugh.
terms of what might go down this year, I feel like it's just going to be like a part three of what we've been dealing with for the last few years. I know that might sound pessimistic, but I thought since I've getting to know y'all on the first day of this new year, perhaps maybe we together can play a big role in this year together.
Yep.
Well, hopefully so. So, anyways, well, thank you guys to whoever was watching out there, and we're still going to be doing this every Saturday, no matter what. Well, Saturday, Sunday, weekends, all that, etc., etc. And of course, as usual, let me bring this up. Don't forget to subscribe and like for more episodes. You can find me on Twitter and Telegram at Mighty Red Wolf. We've got more episodes coming at you for this year. We got the new year, so of course, Happy New Year from us, all of us here at Wolf's Words, for all of us that have been on, and of course, we'll be seeing you two more and more, right?
Yeah. I'm off on the weekends, so as long as you're
That's why I
having it on
decided to do
Saturday.
Saturdays, because it's a perfect day. It's
Yeah.
not a work day, and all right, well, we will see you guys next week, and Happy New Year. Let's all hope that 2022 actually goes right for once. Will we see you guys next week?